Lost in the Scottish wilderness, there's a man that lives all alone, where electricity doesn't reach, where water has to be sourced, where winters are as harsh as they get. And he's been doing so for so long that he's become part of the ecosystem. Why would a man want to live this way? Is he happy? What are his dreams? I hope to ask him myself, but first, I've got to find him.
Right, so I find myself in a random town up north in Scotland, and apparently the man I'm trying to find is called Jake, which, believe it or not, he actually rents like a small trailer on Airbnb, which he describes as the cheapest I could find on Airbnb. It isn't the Ritz. The interior could be truthfully described as shabby.
So I've actually rented a few nights in his Airbnb in the hopes to meet him and see if he will share his story with me. I'm just so intrigued by Jake. I've got so many questions I want to ask him. The thing is, Jake isn't always there by the looks of things. And if I tell you the truth, I'm not really that interested in staying in his Airbnb without him being there. I probably should have chosen a better time to come and see him. This part of Scotland has been under blizzards and now heavy rain for the past few days. Quite a big part of the Scottish rural areas are now cut off due to the snow. I've actually been here for a few days now, waiting for it to get better. But even though it has stopped snowing, the rain would just not give me a chance. He actually did warn me about this. You wouldn't expect it, but he somehow manages to reply to his Airbnb bookings about every 9 hours. And he said, "You'll have to be a bit tough because there's about a foot of snow." To which I replied, "Yeah, the weather will get better, but you will be there, right?" Really cold morning, really cold. I really didn't plan to have to hike at all, but the road that gets to Jake's house, there's too much ice and I've got just a little car that isn't going to be able to take it, so that's why I'm carrying all this stuff like this. I've got all my food for the next few days here, I'm just going to have to carry it this way. Finally, Jake did reply to my message. He said he would be waiting for me, so that's good news. At least I'm not going blindly to see if he's there or not. He should be there. It's so quiet, so beautiful around here. There's about 2 miles to get to Jake's. What a beautiful day today. I think I see his house. What a crazy place. So much stuff. Look at this. It's just full of stuff. Hello! Nobody home? Hello! How are you, Jake?
Good, I'm Jake.
How you doing, mate? Patrick. Nice place, huh?
It's a great place.
Oh.
And the sun will be up in a minute.
Straight away, it was obvious to me that Jake is one energetic man. He was excited to show me what would be my home for the next few days. A caravan on a tree.
Not too bad, but the real impressive thing is that it's on top of a fucking tree. It's a caravan on top of a fucking tree. I've got to ask him so many questions. We've got a Hello Kitty blanket. Can't really see through, but it looks like some nice views. Got a little cooker there. Remote working for the digital nomads. And yeah, what more can you ask for? This is something else, I'll tell you. I'm going to see if I find Jake. Let's see what he has to say. Where's Jake? Jake! I've lost Jake. Where is he? Oh!
I've got so many gloves of one side, and hardly any pairs.
I'll just be like your shadow for the next couple of days. Is that alright?
Yeah, that'll be okay.
So you have got power then?
Just now I've got I bought a magic battery charger that if the generator's running it'll milk some of it off and store it, and then when there's nothing happening it'll take in. Well, you can look at, do you want to see the thing?
Yeah. What's all that?
That's going to be it. Well, it already is sorted. I connected a few wires to it, so it's meant to be some kind of control panel. It came out of a college that was chucking it away. I took it from their skip, you know.
So when you venture out from here, do you just collect certain cool things and bring them back?
That's why I've got so much junk.
Yeah, I was
That's why I
gonna say.
can't move anywhere. That's what you can say about most of my possessions. The kindest thing you can say. They're too good to throw away.
All right. How do you know how to make this?
It's not difficult to me, it's just wiring. I give it.
Oh, I wouldn't know how to do it.
So you've been here since the 60s, more or less?
No, I've been here. I don't really tell people how long I've been here. I kind of play it, but not since the 1960s, no.
So later?
Wait, I don't try. I try and kind
Keep the mystery.
keep.
Yeah, it's long enough to get all this stuff in here, right?
Not even a mystery. I mean, it's just like you wouldn't even think of asking. It's sort of
Okay.
just like part of the CW.
Yeah.
See, I'm a firewood millionaire. I'll show you this off. That's what I tell people. I'm a firewood millionaire. I love to go to Tesco and see the bag of firewood you get for like £5.99. It's like like a big onion bag of firewood.
Yeah.
And then I look, I've got £10,000 worth here.
More than that, I reckon. What's that?
It's just a nice weed. I just leave it because I'm so soft-hearted. It's Jacob's.
You don't want to remove it, but it's dead, isn't it?
Aaron's rod, sorry. Well, it's full of seeds. Look how furry the leaf is.
Yeah.
One of the old names for them is Adam's toilet paper.
This one?
Because feel how soft they are, the leaves.
Yeah. Be soft on the bum, right?
I've not tried them yet.
Alright, that's another thing I can do this afternoon. I can try.
Do some research, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Surprisingly, Jake's got all his needs sorted. He's got water which he brings from the top of the hill apparently. He's got the diesel generator and a solar panel for some electricity to charge things. He's got internet because he uses his phone as a hotspot. Off the grid but connected at the same time. It's perfect really. I don't think he needs anything else. So far Jake has been so nice to me. But I don't really want to get too personal straight away. There's obviously more to know about how he's ended up here and his story, but have you always lived in the countryside?
I was born in Inverness, in the town. And then there was a sort of movement or whatever you'd call it, like all that back to the land stuff and that.
Like hippies?
Hippies thing, aye. And then for some reason, various other lack of choices or just general circumstances, I ended up coming here.
I initially came here thinking I would find some kind of hermit that didn't really want or need any contact with the outside world, but that wasn't the case at all. I found an extremely sociable man, keen to share his peculiar way of life with me, and I was fascinated to know all about it.
Now I'm so middle-aged and boring. I don't always used to go out like every day to walk up some hill or something or see what's there. And,
You've explored all of this then?
well, I'm sure there'd be bits left,
Yeah. Even though he was being kind of elusive about it, I could more or less make out that he had been living this way for close to 50 years. But why? Clearly he enjoys company.
Land the brave, land of the shining river, land of the purple heather, land of my heart forever. Starring in gallant fame, God in my mountain head, proud may the proud standards gloriously wave.
I wanted to ask him this question, and there was no better time to do it than while cooking what makes a great part of his diet: taddies.
That's a lot of potatoes.
That's the amount of cooking. Fit them to the size of the pan, and then you can fry them up for a couple of days and make whatever fried.
So this should keep you fed for the next few days, right?
Yeah,
This and some biscuits.
biscuits.
Was it like kind of deliberate to come and be out here alone?
No, never intended that. I was working on ships and saving money because you couldn't spend any money. Saving, and then I was in various pacts with various folk that, right, we'll put all our money together and get a really good place. And then that fucked up. Everybody they were all like, oh, it's too remote, or it's not remote enough, or it's painted the wrong colour, or something like that. And I was like, oh fuck, the folk are never going to agree.
So you can work it out together.
Yeah, but then eventually, like quite a lot of the people, like about 10 folk that I knew, all chipped in and they bought this big house right in the north of Skye.
So they kind of went separate ways. You got this, and they went their own way.
Yeah, and it was great. I went and stayed, visited quite a few times, and had a nice crack there. There was good friends and that. This was the first place that came up that I could afford on my own. I had the money, and it was like two intersecting graphs as my expectations were starting to nosedive.
Right.
The savings was starting to increase from working.
Yeah.
The two graphs crossed. Right, there we go.
So then you just came here by yourself?
I just came here by myself. And then there's various folk have stayed for various amounts of, a year or something. I had a sort of wife type person for a few years.
So, what, sorry?
A girlfriend.
Okay. She lived here with you?
Yeah. And then that fucked up, of course.
And do you have nippers? You have kids?
I've got one daughter, she's 36 or something.
Does she come and visit?
No, she fell out with me, or I think she fell out with me. It's not really clear what happened. I have heard from her, but only very brief.
Did she live here with you at the start?
Yes, and with her mother as well. And
So it was the three of you?
Yeah. And then that all fucked up. Just the general human condition.
Yeah.
Just not quite. It just falls off a knife, but just pretty close. Got another minute or two.
There we go.
And I don't know how many different plants you keep pushing the switch and you get different flashing patterns.
Christmas is here at Jake's.
Walking in a winter wonderland. Snowbells Lane, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. Happy and bright, we're happy tonight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Hey.
Yeah.
All I can say is, good job I brought my thickest sleeping bag, because it's really quite cold. So last night when I was having dinner with Jake, he told me possibly the most important detail to understand his story. It's not that he actually deliberately chose to live this way, it's more that this life sort of chose him. You know, when he moved into this place, he had the hopes that his hippie commune that he lived with moved in with him, or other people came in and lived with him, and that didn't happen. And then his wife and his daughter, which lived with him here at the start, he said that went to shit. Such is the human condition, that's his own words. He's been here alone ever since, which really changes the story completely, because it's not like he's somebody that decided to go into the wild and forget about everything. I actually got to know about Jake through an article where he appeared alongside two other Scottish hermits, and when I asked him about this, he was like, I don't think I'm a very good hermit. I'm the world's most sociable hermit, he says. And I agree, I don't think he's a hermit at all.
The normal procedure. You do something and then you stand there and go, huh, now what?
Yeah, that's the normal procedure. Like, well, I usually do something, and then I'm usually like, start something, and I go to find a tool or a bit of wood or something. And when I'm on the way, I see something that's slightly more urgent to do, or more interesting or something, and then I start doing that. Around the tree. But I do make some progress, but the untutored eye might not notice the progress, you know?
Yeah. It looks like there's plenty of started projects.
There's plenty of started projects. There's the Jack.
Trusty Jack.
Pretty good Jack, isn't it?
Pretty good Jack. That's exactly what you want your Jacks to be. Pretty good, right?
Shiny new bolt.
One of the main questions we ask ourselves when we try and think of this way of life, we think
might be boring, but as you can see, the day is completely spent just fiddling around with stuff. I've never seen Jake so far bring every single tool he needs for the job. He brings one tool, fiddles around with it, and says, I need to go and get another tool. He goes all the way back down to his house or garage to get another tool. That takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Every time I've come here, you were looking for a tool and I've gone down and then you come back up.
Perfect, that's just the microcosm of the whole thing. I went and looked for, I'm sure I've got 3 or 4 of these white plastic, red plastic sledges, you know?
Yeah.
So I was going to put the jack and the spanners and everything on that and tow it up here.
Well, you can't find them now.
No, I'm sure I've got several of them, because I go, you know, I would have, to get the thing I would have. And then I couldn't find the handle of this, and then that I found, I believe it's the right socket, the right handle, and I believe I'm going to get the wheel out.
On an adventure before dementia. Seguridad de última nivel. No, speak in Spanish, Jake.
Oh, oui. Sí, señor.
Ah, muy bien. I'm saying that there's good health and safety going on here. Weather started to take a turn for the worst. It's gonna stay like this for the rest of my time here. I've been all morning with Jake, doing nothing and everything at the same time. I can understand how his way of life can feel liberating in a way. He wakes up and he doesn't really know what he's gonna do that day. He just does what he feels should be done. Instead of having a massive to-do list and just be stressed because you've got to accomplish so much, he really does take it easy. Quite appealing, to be honest. You don't see yourself living any other way?
I don't think so, I hope not. I don't want to not end up. Like my mum got bullied into this old people's jail and I can't help thinking about it. I think about it all the time. I've never been happy since that. Because I didn't like protect her enough. My sister bullied her into this fucking jail of a place. North and south through the Cairngorms. And there's about 20 routes. I'm walking on all over all of them. I'm going to do all of them.
Yeah? Apart from hiking all those trails, do you have any other big dream or ambition?
Get this place properly organised.
Get this
Even
place organised.
organised.
So it's all to do with this place?
Oh, everything as well. I'm going to be Prime Minister or something for the Green Party or something.
Why do you want to get into politics?
Why not?
Just because?
Just because. Well, you could just...
Like, what if you were elected? What would you like to do? What would you like to take away? Nobody in your council will have to have insurance.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Definitely not very hermit-like to go into politics, is it? I don't think there's many hermits going into politics. The Hermit Party.
The Hermit Party.
Jake is absolutely filled with surprises. He is sharp and intelligent, and from my point of view, definitely clinically sane. After a long day looking for tools and using them for not very long, it was time to call it a day.
So, would you call today a successful day?
I suppose so, yeah. Could have done better, but got something done. Nobody got killed. The car didn't fall down.
Success, right?
Say so.
A new day dawns in the Scottish wilderness. First thing, I had to find the boss to see what was on today's agenda.
If you allow for the fact that everybody involved in it is basically experiencing the same
morning.
mass hysteria.
Yes. Morning!
Yes, yes.
Which
I'd like a bit of bacon and potatoes.
Huh?
Would you like bacon and potatoes?
I had a big breakfast already.
Big breakfast.
Apparently, today I have an important lecture to attend to, in what Jake calls the world's most rickety planetarium. Didn't quite know what to expect.
In the winter, the sun doesn't get much lower than this. When you see it from here, the sun's more or less down there from your eye level. It doesn't rise. It comes just behind that hill.
Right.
And it rises, well, you saw it yesterday, it rises
Yeah.
about there. And then, I remember 2 nights ago we came home and the moon, we couldn't even see where the moon is because it was behind those trees over there, yeah.
I can't lie to you, I didn't have a clue what he was on about, but that's likely not his fault. I'm probably not scientific enough to keep up with him. I bet it all makes perfect sense.
Really low to really high on the celestial sphere every 6 months. but the moon does that every 1 month.
Yeah.
And it's out of step with the full moon and new moon. So it's confusing for quite a while that, like, to go from full moon to what would you call new moon.
After being intellectually humbled, it was time to get on with it. Somehow I managed to convince Jake to use a wheelbarrow to carry all the tools at once, as we had to find another car to work on, which was quite far from the house.
I wander around aimlessly looking for the tools.
About half an hour later we managed to gather or even manufacture the tools needed, or at least that's what I thought. And we made our way to the car. We spent quite a while there until we inevitably came across a problem. We needed another tool, and not only that, we needed a tool that needed to be plugged in, which meant we also needed a generator. A bit too heavy to bring with a wheelbarrow. Luckily enough, Jake had a solution, which I'm not really sure made things any easier.
Oh, that was almost it. I thought that was going to start.
Oh. Oh no! That's not good. What are we thinking?
Might have run out of diesel.
It's just so funny. Every time he wants to do something else appears that he has to now fix. So, he was gonna get this thing to bring another tool he needs to fix the car, but now this thing has just broken down in the middle of the road, so now he's gonna fix this before he can take that thing to fix the car. At least he has a laugh about it.
We tried all sorts of different methods to sort out our new problem. Nothing worked, but not once did I see Jake getting frustrated. I think I've come to realize that this is what keeps him entertained. Those who say that they would like to have nothing to do haven't really thought it through. We are problem-solving creatures. It's what we do. Success might be having to deal with problems you actually enjoy solving over having no problems at all.
General encouragement and labour and
Slaving, I would call it.
sweet. Worse than that.
How many slaves did it took it to get the treehouse up?
Not very many. It was a mistake. I was driving too fast round that corner.
And it ended up on the tree.
With the weather taking a turn for the worse, we realised not much else would get done that day. We had managed to start a bunch of stuff, but not really completed anything. Not that it mattered anyway. We could just do it tomorrow.
You know, I was gonna bring you a pair of these trousers as a gift, but you know what happened? Because these, I designed these,
Yeah.
and I'm getting them made to sell, and I had like a smaller one, but weren't able to finish all the little bits.
Oh, next time.
Yeah.
That can be another commercial. I'm always wandering through muddy, horrible places, lying under cars. These wonderful trousers. I've got fun driving.
We're gonna become a model. That'll be your next one.
I'm a model.
Every time you get any new tool out, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's never as straightforward as just going and using the tool.
It's not a curse. That's incremental progress.
Incremental progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little bit.
The curve goes like this.
Not quite. More like,
Right?
more like kind of like.
Right. Yeah, but at the end,
At the end,
it peaks.
oh yeah. At the end, everything's fixed and going to pop away over after.
Until the next time.
No.
No?
Everything's fixed.
Ah.
There might be some minor maintenance after that, but once everything's totally fixed.
What would you do then?
Oh, writing memoir, be a pop star, be a politician,
Pop star.
and a politician.
Ah, a porn star as well.
Okay.
okay.
Porn star.
Do you do anything special normally in Christmas? Or not really?
Oh, it's something special. It's something that's good to come around. So. Last year it was arranged I would go there at Christmas, she would come here for New Year, but then she reneged on it. She didn't feel well, or her car wasn't working, or whatever. So I felt a wee bit cheated, because I like having a wee bit of life in the place, you know.
Yeah. It's a bit lonely.
It's better with somebody, because they've got
Something to faff about.
somebody to fall out with. It's your fault.
Well, you always say you're not difficult to get on with. No?
Right. Yeah, that's right. Is everybody else that's awkward bastard?
So you don't feel that. You wouldn't call it loneliness as such. Call it something else.
It is better, because I was off share a house like that. I told you about the big house in Skiles.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah, this bit. Yeah, this bit slopes, so that it's pointing to the North Pole Star. When you look in here, you can see.
Can you see it?
You can't see the moon, but you can see a kind of bit of light where the moon must be. And then you fiddle with this one. This one goes up and down, and this one goes right and left. And it's you just.
It was so ridiculously windy last night. I'm surprised the Treehouse did so well. Jake has done a good job, even though he doesn't want to tell how he got it up here. But I'm actually quite alright with that. I think there are certain things which are better than knowing the answer to, and keep it the magic to it. It was time to leave the Treehouse. Also time to leave Jake. In these few days I had grown fond of this way of life. I was actually ready to carry on looking for tools and fixing things, but it was time to say goodbye. Not before one last mission, I must say. The dumper wasn't starting, so I told Jake I would take the generator over to the car for him. One last trip carrying tools before I started my journey back into society.
You're on camera, GT.
Even though I do find this way of life appealing, it might not be the time for me. I've learned a lot in these few days. More than I'm willing to put into words.
I got my car keys.
Excellent!
If you made it this far into this story, I'm sure you've probably taken in something useful for your quest towards meaning and answers. If not, you've not looked deep enough, which is fine. Jake is probably watching too from the middle of nowhere, connected to his hotspot. So to you, thank you for allowing me to take a peek into your life and for sharing your joy with me. See you soon.
One got killed at the Loudon Fair and the other got drowned in the deep. Where the Gadirans, where the Gadirans and the yellow winds again I were where the Gadirans at the back o' Benachid. I thought I knew that tune.